Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Hezbollah has said that its fighters clashed with Israeli troops in eastern Lebanon during an Israeli airborne raid overnight, in what would be the second such operation in the area in recent days, as the war between Israel and the Iran-backed group entered a second week. A Hezbollah statement said its fighters confronted the helicopters and the infiltrating forces with appropriate weapons. The Israeli military kept up its airstrikes in the Hezbollah-controlled southern suburbs of Beirut, sending plumes of smoke across the city. It reiterated warnings to its residents to leave and announced it would act against a Hezbollah financial institution, Al-Qad al-Hassan.
Iran's Assembly of Experts has appointed Mojtaba Khamenei as the country's new supreme leader following the death of his father, Ali Khamenei, in recent US and Israeli strikes. The 88-member body confirmed the appointment shortly after midnight in Tehran. The supreme leader holds final authority over Iran's military, judiciary, and key state policies. Mojtaba Khamenei, long seen as a potential successor, maintains close ties with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, which reportedly backed his elevation, despite Iran's tradition against hereditary succession. His appointment comes amid intensifying conflict with the US and Israel. Iran's political and military leadership have publicly pledged allegiance to newly appointed Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, reinforcing stability during escalating regional tensions. Senior officials, including President Masoud Pezeshkian, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, and top military commanders, expressed support for Khamenei, calling his appointment a new era of dignity and strength for the nation. Influential figures such as Mohammad Bagher Kalibaf and Ali Larijani also endorsed the new leader, highlighting his training under his father, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, declared readiness to follow Mojtaba Khamenei, signaling strong institutional backing. US President Donald Trump says he is not happy with Iran's appointment of Mojtaba Khamenei as the country's new supreme leader. The Assembly of Experts elected Mojtaba to succeed his father, Ali Khamenei, following his death in recent US and Israeli strikes. Trump has not made a public statement, highlighting US concern over Iran's new leadership amid escalating Middle East tensions.
The Israeli military says it will pursue any successor to Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who was reportedly killed in recent US and Israeli strikes. In a message posted in Farsi on social media, Israel warned it would also target anyone involved in appointing a new supreme leader. The warning comes as Iran's clerical body prepares to meet to select the country's next leader.
Pope Leo calls for an end to violence in Iran and the wider Middle East, urging dialogue amid escalating US-Israeli strikes. Speaking at the Angelus in St. Peter's Square, he said the conflict fuels fear and hatred and could spread to other countries, including Lebanon. Let us pray that the roar of bombs may cease, that weapons fall silent, and that dialogue be opened, he said. The Vatican's top diplomat earlier criticized the strikes as undermining international law, calling preventive wars illegitimate.
And oil prices have surged over $119 a barrel, hitting levels not seen since mid-2022, as some major producers cut supplies and fears of prolonged shipping disruptions gripped the market due to the expanding US-Israeli war with Iran. Brent crude futures were up $13.02, or 14%, at $105.71 per barrel, while US West Texas Intermediate crude futures were up $12.16, or 13%, at $103.06. In a whiplash session, Brent had earlier hit a high of $119.50 a barrel, indicating the biggest ever absolute price jump in a single day, and WTI reached $119.48 a barrel. Before the surge on Monday, Brent had already climbed 28% and WTI 36% over last week. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.